We hope you all had a great Valentine's Day because we're talking about love. So whether you got wooed, laid, stood up, or dumped, we've got a movie for you. These are the top 10 movie romances of all time. Kicking us off at number 10, let's get it out of the way right off the bat, the rom-com. Whether it be from the gold standard When Harry Met Sally, the magical Sleepless in Seattle, the ingenious Groundhog Day, or the raucous Some Like It Hot, Hollywood loves its comedic couplings. But if there's one we like a little more than all the rest, it's gotta be Barry and Lena from Punch Drunk Love.
I'm looking at your face and I just wanna smash it. I just wanna fucking smash it with a sledgehammer and squeeze it. You're so pretty.
Combine masterful performances in the supporting roles with magical chemistry and probably the best role of Adam Sandler's wildly varied career, this is the same man that brought you this. Throw them into a strange world of P.T. Anderson's making and you've got a phenomenal twist on the romantic comedy. Punch Drunk Love has all the trappings of a traditional rom-com wrapped in the strange, eclectic tone of PTA's creation. It also has its fair share of phone sex, violence, and pudding. Whole lot of pudding. All in all, it's a bizarrely funny trip into a romance that met cute and succeeded against all odds. So we're happy to have it start off our list. Next up at number 9, we're looking at Young Love. There's something innocent and awkward and complex and completely relatable about the hand-fumbling, head-spinning, hormone-raging world of falling in love for the first time. And we've got the movies to show for it. We love the budding romances of Moonrise Kingdom and Say Anything and Show Me Love, of Badlands and My Girl and The Umbrellas of Cherbourg. But for our number 9, we've got to give it to Romeo and Juliet.
Oh, Romeo, Romeo. Wherefore art thou, Romeo?
You might be a little confused after that clip because it's not an avalanche of LSD Baz Luhrmann visuals. That version's good too, but it's not the one on our list. This spot is reserved for the 1968 adaptation by Franco Zeffirelli that contains even more chemistry than the 96 modernization, if that even seems possible. There is a giant chasm of difference between good Shakespeare and bad. Good Shakespeare imbues its words with meaning, with passion, with subtext and desire behind the flowery prose in such a way that someone who knew precisely zero English could easily grasp the drama that takes place behind those words, while bad Shakespeare is a mockery, a recitation of incomprehensible Baroque poetry with little resemblance to plot. But these are teenagers saying these words, teenagers who are horny and impulsive and naive and stupid, not scholarly and verbose, and Zeffirelli was one of the first in cinema to treat them as such, and it pays off. This Shakespeare is not only watchable, but irresistibly so. At number 8, we want to dedicate a spot to happy endings because, a little foreshadowing here, this will be the last you see of it on our list. From number 7 onwards, the best you're gonna get is ambiguous and the worst is dead. But we're not complete pessimists. We love Wally and Eva as much as anybody, and the titular beauty and beast from La Belle and La Bête, Wesley and Buttercup from The Princess Bride, and David and Kim from A Matter of Life and Death. But if there's an ending that makes our hearts the meltiest, it's the gorgeous look of recognition between the flower girl and the tramp from City Lights. Years after talkies had become the predominant mode of filmmaking, Chaplin still chose to make one last silent film. So he made a romance of few words. Instead, gestures, looks, touches of knee-slapping, slapstick comedy and eye-watering emotion. But at its core, City Lights is a film about a man who goes unseen and unnoticed, a social outcast, finding someone he hopes to be seen by and doing the right thing even when he isn't. If you've already seen City Lights, you'll surely know why it's on this list. But if you haven't, even if you're skeptical of black and white and dialogue cards, give it a watch. We promise it'll be worth it. Next up, we want to look at some odd couples. Those like Bonnie and Clyde and True Romance's Clarence and Alabama for their violent bent, Vampire and Human from Let the Right One In, Man and Computer from the wonderful Her, and Benjamin Braddock and Mrs. Robinson for their age gap from The Graduate. However, for our number 7, we're going even bigger with the age gap with the 19-year-old Harold and 79-year-old Maude.
I like you, Maude. I like you, Harold.
This movie practically created quirky in the modern indie sense, spawning all sorts of twee love stories that celebrate the delightfully different Garden State, 500 Days of Summer, Juno. However, the original manic pixie dream girl might just be Maude, 79 years young and obsessed with living her life to the absolute fullest, as if every day were her last. She lives in a rail car, commits casual everyday felonies, and attends daily funerals where she meets Harold, a death-obsessed young man whose primary character trait is a predilection for staging his own suicide. Despite their almost unbelievable diametric opposition, their relationship is tender, heartfelt, and believable. It has real chemistry and vulnerability involved beneath the stylization. And in the end, it has more than enough humor and heart to land it on this list. Next up at number 6, we're all about second chances. And that might be the twisted romance between Scotty and Judy from Vertigo, of Zoe and Daryl in Breaking Upwards, or the wonderful re-seduction of Walter's ex-wife from His Girl Friday. And we recommend them all. However, for second tries, there's no romance like the one between Joel and Clementine from Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind.
I can't see anything that I don't like about you.
But you will.
Right now I can't.
But you will. You know, you will think of things, and I'll get bored with you and feel trapped, because that's what happens with me.
Okay.
Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind seems to be almost impossible to dislike. It is the romance movie for those who hate romance. It is beautifully written, gently directed, honestly acted, and perfectly turns Charlie Kaufman's surreal, non-linear script into a visual and auditory feast, exploring why relationships turn from success to failure and how our past can write our future. There's a lot to love in this modern romantic masterpiece in a world where the movie asks, if you could erase an ex-lover, would you? At number 5, we want to spend a slot to honor the unparalleled takes on honesty, brutally or otherwise, about the entire experience of what it means to love. Weekend is a phenomenal look at the first few exciting and awkward days of a budding relationship, while Amour is a heartbreaking and unflinching look at a relationship at life's end. We are conflicted about only giving an honorable mention to Woody Allen's Annie Hall. Surely it's one of the greatest relationship stories of all time, but we think that it is just narrowly edged out by Jesse and Celine from the Before trilogy.
I'm giving you my whole life, okay? I got nothing larger to give. I'm not giving it to anybody else. If you're looking for permission to disqualify me, I'm not gonna give it to you, okay? I love you.
From the passionate sparks of their first meeting to the well-aged familiarity of their 9-year anniversary and their reunion in between, the Before trilogy builds up as beautiful a portrait of a living, breathing relationship as boyhood does a youth. Each shot 9 years apart, written in a collaboration between director Richard Linklater and actors Ethan Hawke and Julie Delpy, this relationship is pure cinema magic. Real happiness and love and passion and doubt and pain, not in the tragicomic exaggeration of a romantic comedy or melodrama, but hesitantly, inconsistently, and humanly, in all the ways that real relationships move over time, because that is what this movie is built out of. Real relationships and time. Counting down to number 4, it's time to talk about failure. Romance isn't all about falling in love, it's about falling out of it too. And this is done wonderfully in Revolutionary Road, Like Crazy, and Blue Valentine, as well as between Martha and George and Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf. But if there's a picture of a relationship failure more devastatingly beautiful than in Ingmar Bergman's Scene from a Marriage, we don't know it.
Kan det vara så lömskt ordnat att livet plötsligt går galet? Utan att vi vet hur det sker, nästan omärkligt.
Menar du vad?
The film is exactly as its name suggests, 6 episodes over the course of 10 years, beginning with a self-described perfect couple and ending with their eventual divorce, and then, well, you'll see. The film is just about as simple as it sounds, except not in a pejorative sense. Simple in the sense that all the extraneous bullshit is stripped away and all that is left are a man and a woman struggling to communicate as genuinely as they can. And if any further testament is needed for the power of this movie, consider that in the year of its release, the Scandinavian divorce rate practically doubled. Closing in at number 3 and number 2, we have 2 picks for the category we like to call the near miss. Is there anything as bittersweet and beautifully melancholy as the relationship that almost was? And the films that do this wonderfully but don't quite make the cut are films like Once, Roman Holiday, and the endlessly stylish Lost in Translation. But the ones that do, well, the first one is between Laura and Alec, 2 married strangers at a railway station from David Lean's Brief Encounter.
You know what's happened, don't you?
Yes. Yes, I do.
I've fallen in love with you.
It's a quiet, mannered, contemplative approach to an affair, all stiff upper lip and proper composure that conceals an iceberg of emotions beneath the surface. This isn't bombastic, shout it from the rooftops love. It's 2 people who would have just previously told you they were happy in their relationship, really grappling with the feelings that emerge when they meet. We'd like to say we can't think of a love story more beautifully subtle, but we can. And it's our number 2. Wong Kar-wai's Chow and Sue from In the Mood for Love.
Why?
This film paints with the finest of brushes, detailing the longing and romance capable with simply a glance. It's also a heart-wrenching poem to a love that almost was. When two neighbors piece together why their spouses are always out at the same time, they decide that they cannot do the same. The painful result is a love that is simultaneously mutual and unrequited, separated by a pair of violated marriage contracts that they stubbornly uphold. The tension and subtext drips off every glance, and the film is absolutely beautiful for it. Of course, there is no love quite so capable of simultaneous beauty and pain as Love Lost, and films the world over tell stories of this sort of love. From Jack and Rose to Carl and Ellie, from Yuri and Laura to Rhett and Scarlett, Robbie and Cecilia, Jack and Ennis. But for our favorite silver screen couple of all time, it's pretty damn hard to top Humphrey Bogart and Ingrid Bergman as Rick Blaine and Ilsa Lund in the inimitable Casablanca.
If that plane leaves the ground and you're not with him, you'll regret it. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but soon and for the rest of your life.
What about us?
We'll always have Paris.
Could there be two leads easier to fall in love with and harder to let go of? Desperately, we ache, as they do, for them to make the happy choice, the easy choice, the choice to stay together. But of course, Rick would not be Rick, and we surely couldn't love him if he didn't make the noble choice instead, despite all his attentions to avoid it. The chemistry, the characters, the dialogue, and the heartbreak are all permanently etched into our memory and our hearts, which is exactly why it's our #1 pick for the best movie romance of all time. So, what do you think? Do we leave out one of your favorite romances? Do you disagree with some of our picks? Let us know in the comments below, and be sure to subscribe for more CineFix Movie Lists.